Today we have lined a packed show from investment options in Rwaka, inspiring interior designs, highlights of our just concluded bus tour, and women shaping the real estate sector, and much, much more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We continue with the transition of Rwaka, a town quickly turning into an investor's paradise with endless investment options. Kicking us off is the property of the week. We look at serviced apartments with themed rooms and specialized services. Look out for a glimpse of our just concluded bus tour as women celebrate milestones of legends shaping the industry. Our home ownership segment, we feature another inspiring story from renting to owning your home as Orange rolls out internet services and Kenya Power brings electricity to your doorstep. Welcome to the Property Show and thank you for tuning in. As always, there is something for everyone.
Across Kenya, demand for affordable housing is rising, whether you are a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor. As the high cost of housing has locked many property seekers out of the real estate market in Nairobi, many are now looking for other options on the outskirts. The population growth in peri-urban areas like Rwaka is increasing exponentially, meaning there is more need for residential and commercial properties.
Mayweather Suite is inclusive of 37 units, which contain a sitting area, a kitchenette, the bedroom, a separate bath, and a toilet in each and every suite. So 37 of them is separated in 4 floors, and then at the top floor we have a conference facility, and on the first floor we have a dining area where we are. Mayweather is a unique offering. The suites themselves are fully suited. So you have your kitchenette, you have your bed, and then also the services that we offer together with that. We have turn-down services for each and every day. The dining room is catered to your needs. You have an a la carte, which you can always choose what kind of food that you want for a specific day. Of course, this is usually separate from what you do pay as a rental, but at the same time, it is the freedom that it allows you. Laundry is also taken care of, and you have your security in check. You never have to worry about getting Wi-Fi, and it's just the fact that as a residential suite, it caters for all those other little things that you have to go physically as an individual and look for. The kind of guest that we have at Mayweather Suite is the business traveler. As you can see, Rwaka is one of those budding up kind of neighborhoods, residential still, but have a commercial aspect to it. We have the coming up of 2 Rivers and also Village Market and all these areas around here that have your older working class, but just straight from home. After your degree, you're going for work, but at the same time, you haven't gotten used to the fact that you do all these things for you. I'm talking about laundry, I'm talking about cooking for yourself, I'm talking about even figuring out how you're going to even look for security and the like, or even furniture, just to furnish your suite. So that is the kind of person that we look for. And also that business traveler who's coming in and out, doesn't want to stay at a hotel, but also be able to cook for themselves if they feel so. This is that kind of place for them. Anytime a guest feels that they're uncomfortable or they might inquire anything, the reception is something that is full time. So I would like to show you around Mayweather, just show you all the little pieces. Please join me. So this is Chaka Restaurant. Most diners usually don't come here because they like to have their meals in their rooms, but either way the facility is there. It's perfect during conferencing because as soon as you're done with the conferencing, you can come here and have your meals, and it's easy and it's breezy and it has beautiful lighting. There we have kitchen kitted with staff of 3. I have my executive chef and 2 sous who help out with the day-to-day activities in the kitchen. When it comes to food, when it comes to the staff meals, everything is sorted there. As mentioned earlier, we have 37 suites. I'd like to take you, they're themed differently when it comes to the color. Why the colors? They just brought up a lot of life. You can see that the theme here seems to be red and yellow and white, something that also stands out with the other kind of properties around. So it signifies that it's not just your residential place, it also has like a flair of a little bit, it's a hotel. You can see it from the outside, that it makes it different. Yes, come with me. All right, as you can see, this is one of our suites. This is like one of the blue suites. I can call it a blue suite. And the matching usually goes with the walls and also the furniture that you have. So you get a sitting area which has a partition and also a balcony, which you can see right from outside, and it's all green and beautiful. All the rooms have balconies, so that's another added feature. And as we move down the hallway, we get to the bedroom. The bathroom and the toilet are separate, and then you also have on the other side, you have the kitchenette. In every room, we have African art, which was done by local designers. We have the curtains, which have the wrought iron holding that displays with sheer, clear curtains, just to bring in a lot of lighting into the room. And then I would like to take you to another suite that you can also have a look, a different theme, maybe just to also excite your eyesight. All right. This is a different themed room. We have a red one. That one was leather seats, and now we have some velvet red seats. Similarly, the artwork that we were talking about, and like you can see, the spacing is similar. The floor is different. It's tiled, but also has that feel like the wooden ones for the executive suites. Yes, and we have the bathroom and bedroom right there. The theme of each and every suite runs from the sitting area into the bedroom. As you can see, we're in the red themed room, and similarly, we have the red in here. Just ensures that there's congruence in the theme in each and every suite. And this is the conference room. So here you can see the theme is again slightly different. Maybe a mixture of what you've been seeing along, which is being consistent with the whole theme. This place can sit up to 150 people. And of course, you can fit the projector on that side of the screen. And if not, we have a massive TV for you to also display anything that you might be working with.
Mayweather Suites is conveniently located off Limuru Road in Rwaka in Kiambu County. Shopping malls within the area are Village Market, Tuskys, and Quickmart. Banks within the area include Cooperative Bank, Family Bank, and Equity Bank. The hospitals nearby include Aga Khan, AAR, and Gertrude's Children's Hospital. Schools include German School, Red Apple Primary School, and Bless Preparatory. For your relaxation, you will find Harry Square, Fiesta, and Luna Park in close proximity. Mayweather Suites is a residential hotel situated in the residential part of Rwaka, right by the Northern Bypass. The hotel has 37 fully furnished suites. Accommodation includes lounge, kitchenette, bedroom, separate bathroom, and cloakroom. The rooms come in different color themes, but all items and fixtures are all similar. The property holds 38 parking bays within its interior on the ground level. Common amenities include 24-hour manned gate, alarm system, underground water tanks, borehole, and backup security vehicle. The price guide is Bed and breakfast. Single occupancy, 5,500 Kenya shillings. Double occupancy, 7,000 Kenya shillings. Long-term stay, 65,000 to 80,000 Kenya shillings monthly.
How are the Ruaka residents reacting to this phenomenal transition? Let's see what they have to say.
Hii biashara hapa Ruaka nimeifanya kwa miaka 4, na wakati nilikuwa nikianza hii ya 2011 hakukuwa na watu wengi sana, lakini kwa wakati huu watu wamekuwa wengi sababu Ruaka inaendelea na kukua, yani iko na watu wengi, mijengo ni mingi, watu wameleta development hapa. Iko barabara moja hii ya bypass, hii inatoka hapa mpaka Loiro. Hiyo pia imefungua biashara za hapa Ruaka. Manyumba ile iko hapa ni manyumba ya kodisa, alafu inajengwa ikiwa maflati kubwa, kwa hivyo inabeba watu wengi. Sasa ile sehemu zimekaribia hapa Ruaka pia kunaendelea kuwa na watu wengi. Musatha, Banana, Galaga. Pia manyumba imekuwa mtu akijenga nyumba wanapata wateja wa kodisa, sababu ni kama hapa Ruaka manyumba imejaa na iko bei ya juu.
Mimi niko na biashara kama nafanyanga kubake cakes, lakini na bake na orders, na niko na green grocer hapa kwa shopping center. Nimefanya kama kwa muda wa miaka kama 5. Manyumba ya kuishi imekuwa mengi zaidi. Hapa zamani kulikuwa ni mandizi, ilikuwa ni mashamba ya watu. Mimi ni mzaliwa hapa Ruaka, na kuanzia 2000 manyumba zimekuwa nyingi sana. Kwa hivyo population ya Ruaka imekuwa kubwa zaidi. Nafikiri kwa sababu Ruaka imekaribia Nairobi, imekuwa ni boarding ya watu wenye wanafanya kazi Nairobi. Kwa hivyo watu wengi wakitoka kazini wanakuja kulala hapa hivi Ruaka. Kuishi Ruaka ni convenient na kwenda kama Nairobi, kwenda Kiambu, kwenda Thika, kwa sababu magari zote ziko hapa Ruaka shopping center. Tena security si mbaya Ruaka, kwa sababu hakuna wale wakora kuvunja nyumba, hakuna wale watu wa kupiga watu, na wakikuja kwa sababu wanakujanga kwa muda. Watu wa Ruaka wako very alert, wanawajuanga, na tunapiga ripoti na wanakuja wanachukuliwa. Kwa hivyo security ya Ruaka sio mbaya.
Once a sleepy town, Ruaka has turned into a thriving commercial spot for investors. Whether you're building to rent, buying your first home, Ruaka has all the amenities provided in modern towns. If you're looking for a home or investment in Ruaka, call our First Avenue offices and we'll guide you. We catch up with Orange as they roll out affordable internet services.
'Orange' has embarked on an aggressive 3G rollout in the country. In addition to Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu and Eldoret, Orange have opened up 3G in over 70 towns across Kenya and expect to cover an additional 27 towns by mid-2016.
.3G is a communications, or more or less a telecommunications standard, allowing customers to access internet and data at way faster speeds compared to second generation. With 3G, you are able to browse faster, you're able to upload pictures faster, enjoy online gaming and other online applications faster compared to what you would principally do with the second generation communication. 3G was only in 4 major towns when we first started out: Eldoret, Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu and Nakuru. But since we initially launched, we are now in over 70 towns in Kenya. This basically means we practically cover the entire country. The fastest speeds that one can experience in 3G network in Kenya right now is 42 Mbps in Nairobi, where we have what we technically call a dual cell carrier zone. In this zone, you are able to enjoy maximum speeds of 42 Mbps when you have a compatible 42 Mbps modem. Otherwise, in any other area, in Nairobi, Mombasa, and all 3G covered areas, you're able to enjoy browsing at speeds as high as 21 Mbps. The data rates are indeed the same between 21 Mbps and 42 Mbps usage. The only difference is in the speed. What you would pay for 1 MB of data in 42 Mbps is exactly the same as what you would pay if you are downloading at 21 Mbps. With increased coverage, basically it means you'll be able to access faster speeds in areas which were initially remote or which were initially considered to be remote. You are able to access online content at a faster rate. If you are a student, for instance, you're able to maybe do video conferencing as opposed to attending classes. If you prefer to work at home, or maybe for some reason you are unable to go to work, because of the increased coverage, you're able to work at home comfortably as long as you have a laptop, a modem, or a Wi-Fi router.
Enjoy affordable internet rates across all networks. Up next, we look at options available to enhance smart solutions in your home.
Audiovisual control systems. We are systems integrators. That means we integrate IT and audiovisual solutions. We've been in the market for the past 5 years now. And we started as a security company. And with time, we came to know the different opportunities, different market trends. Like for the commercials, for the residentials, they have different requirements. Okay, Leviton, it's an American company that has existed for the past 100 years. And what they've done is they've brought different components of security and entertainment all together and put them under one motherboard so that it is convenient for the client to control it using just one equipment, maybe your phone, your iPad, from anywhere in the world remotely. So what we have here is a full home automation. We have done a demo on that. This is the music system. This is a 4-zone music system and a 4-source music system, which means that you have 4 sources from where you can play your music, be it your iPod, it can be your radio, it can be through Bluetooth, and any other source that you want to play with. 4-zone means in 4 different rooms you can play different types of music at the same time. That is what it means. So this is the board for the 4-zone. It can be expanded to up to 32 zones. So after this we have an 8th zone. The 8th zone can be expanded to 16 and so on and so forth up to 32. It comes with volume control. This is a volume control. It's got a power switch. It's got the source and the volume controls. So when you switch it on, you can switch it on. You can choose the source from where you want to play. We are right now playing from the Bluetooth. You can even dock your phone from here and play. And then what we have here is a security, automation, energy management, and entertainment. Like we have the security, we've done the CCTV cameras, we've got an alarm siren, we've got the smoke detector, we have the access control, temperature control, and that's a motion detection. So this is it's a Leviton touchpad, what we normally install in main rooms like the lounges or the bedrooms on the bedsides, yeah, which controls the whole system. So for instance, you want to see your cameras, there you go. And remember, you can do this remotely from any part of the world. You can even control your lighting. There you go. This is a card reader. We know how busy we all are nowadays, so maybe you want to know that your child has reached home at 4 o'clock. There's no one at home, yeah? And you've given her the card. So she just comes and she swipes it in at 4 o'clock, and the system sends you a message that maybe Rebecca is at home, and maybe you don't believe the message. You can check from your camera that yes, literally she is at home. So yes, it's a very intelligent and such a convenient system. And this is now the control. This is now the lighting control and the security, which the motherboard, this is where all the installation happens to control this.
Call on us for your interior designs and we'll connect you. We take a short break and we'll be back with Property and Power, an inspiring home ownership story, highlights of women shaping the real estate sector, and our just concluded bus tour. Don't go away. Welcome back. Kenya Power brings electricity to your doorstep. Let's have a look.
Kenya Power commissioned Kabarak substation in Nakuru County. This substation will provide the people of Nakuru County with reliable power and solve the low voltage problem they face within the area. This substation will support 22,000 households in the region.
We have 252 projects, most of which are substations and distribution lines worth 119 billion Kenya shillings. As we speak today, we have 343 substations of similar nature. 55 of them are bigger than this because they carry heavier load. Since 2013, we have delivered 58 similar substations, and this is the journey towards that 58, and we might exceed this, which tells you something about the expansive work that we are doing at the moment in terms of expanding the network.
I'm pleased to be here this morning on this special occasion for the commissioning and launch of Kabarak substation. We are proud of these achievements. The completed projects are a measure of success through which we are providing our customers with demonstrable evidence of efforts that we are continually making to serve them better. In this financial year, we are focusing on 4 key areas, namely customer connectivity, infrastructure expansion, network maintenance, and loss reduction. In terms of connectivity, we have so far connected 4.2 million Kenyan households, accounting for 52% national coverage. This financial year, we have up to where we are connected 634,000 out of a target of 1 million, which we expect to actualize by the end of June 2016. The launch of the Last Mile project, set to connect Kenyans at Kenya shillings 15,000 per household, is expected to significantly grow connectivity levels in the country. Under network maintenance, we are undertaking countrywide Boresha programs that are meant to improve supply of power and enhance reliability, consequently minimizing power outages and ensuring Kenyans have power around the clock to engage in both economic and social activities, leading to improved livelihoods.
This project, the substation, as you have been told by the CEO and the chair, it will go a long way in providing reliable power supply to the communities around here. The low voltage problems will be something of the past. we only want to encourage that we need to grow the economy of the area. It can accommodate almost over 100,000 customers. So far, they are slightly below 20,000. And therefore, to make economic sense, we need to encourage the local people to go into industry. And I want to encourage the county government that as we face the future, there is a lot of potential. The power supply, the generation of power is no longer a problem. We are soon facing a problem in terms of the demand. So we need to increase, because currently our generation is about 2,300, but the peak demand is about 1,500. With the additional of about 300 megawatts, you have seen the cost of power really reduced by about 30%. So with another injection of about, I think, of about 500, we will see a further reduction in terms of the tariff to even more than 50%, and that is the way to go.
Martha gets up early for another working day. Nakama Tony, she has to make her way. Huko Kisumu, the nets are almost ready. Kazi Kwenye Lines is going real steady. Now huko Pwani, there's business to be done, both for Mama Amina and for John. Ingawaji wakati mwingine, things don't always work out the way we want them to. Tunajua just how hard it is to work in the dark of night. But the future's looking brighter, of that you can be sure. Popote ulipo nchini Kenya na chochote ufanyacho, you can be sure Kenya Power is there. Working hard, just like you. Kenyans supply the energy. We supply the power.
You can count on Kenya Power for adequate, reliable, and affordable electricity. Next, women shaping the real estate industry celebrate their contemporaries, making a difference in the sector.
The Architectural Association of Kenya, together with Women in Real Estate, organized a breakfast seminar for women in the built environment in Kenya.
This week, we caught up with women in the real estate industry at a breakfast honoring their contemporaries, making a difference in the sector. Robin, one of the organizers, tells us who is Waya, their role in the market, and what we should expect going forward. Karibu sana on the show, and I'm so grateful you're here.
Thank you, Nancy, for the opportunity.
And who is Waya?
Well, WIRE is Women in Real Estate is what it stands for. And it is a network of women inside of the real estate sector and land use across Kenya. And our aim is to provide a space for women to be connected, for us to encourage each other, to be better informed about the sector, and to get in and explore business opportunities for greater position and visibility.
And how did it start?
Well, Nancy, women, oftentimes when we get together in casual conversations, we are always, I think it's just our nature, wanting to see how we can support one another better. And it just started in that way in the latter part of 2014. Some women professionals in the sector, from architects to marketing specialists to real estate agents, began befriending each other and started to look to see what can we do more to connect and find out, like women, like ourselves, that may be out there in the sector, that we can bond together, that we can support each other. And so that's really how it started in the latter part of 2014. And then last year we had our first event, which was a huge breakfast where we celebrated mentorship and celebrated highlighting women in this profession so that young women can see this as a viable career to take as a path. And so that's how we started.
Who is eligible to become a WIRE member, and how can they join?
Very good. We want to grow. That is our whole point of we want to grow and expand for many reasons. We want to let the government know when it's looking for people or women inside of its provision of business opportunities, that there is a cadre of professional women in the sector that are ready to take up on some of the business opportunities, as well as private sector. We want them to know that there is wealth of women professionals that are ready to participate in one of the largest sectors in this country, which is the construction and real estate sector. And so to join WIRE, they can write to us at our email address and submit to us their bio so that we know the field that they're in. If you have a business, what are your capacities, your growth strategies, and how you fit into the sector. And then we invite you to participate and be in our directory, which is a directory that we make available within one another with women, but also we share it with the government, so when they are considering people to take up these tenders, this is the first place that they look. They look to WIRE to help them fill that. So if you write to us at our email address, express your interest in being a part of WIRE, take up a membership with WIRE. It's a loose network, but we do ask you to take up a membership with us and continue to participate in our activities, participate in our discussions about women's role in the sector, and how can we together participate in the shaping of Kenya.
Our just concluded bus tour started on a high note. We had a diverse group of participants, including first-time home buyers, investors, and repeat guests searching for what's new in the industry. Enjoy the highlights.
This year's first property show bus tour kicked off in high gear at our International Lifehouse offices with registration of guests and breakfast, after which the show's host Nancy briefed the guests on the day's program.
Welcome to the Property Show Bus Tour. Our goal today as the Property Show Bus Tour is to give you insights on the industry and ensure you make decisions based on factual matters. We find that a lot of people in the real estate market make decisions out of their friends or people you met along the way. Today, we expect that you ask questions, you talk to our legal and financial partners who will take you through the ABCs that are important in buying property.
I know Saturdays guys are very busy, and thanks for making time to come and see what properties are available. Thanks to Nancy for giving us this opportunity to be your financial partner. For all the properties that you're going to be seeing, we'll be showing you how much we can support you to buy those properties. There are two ways of buying property. Either you buy it cash or you buy it through a mortgage. A mortgage, I know most of us, if you don't understand a mortgage, think mortgage is a very difficult process, it's very expensive, it's very long term, but not all of us actually can afford to have 10 million shillings, 20 million shillings to buy a property. So what the bank does, CFC Stanbic Bank will be doing today, is offering you that chance to own that property. With the deposit you paid, we finance up to 100% financing.
Welcome to Belcrest Gardens. We have 28 units, 4-bedroom apartments. We are including the servant quarter and 2 studios. Come and live at Belcrest Gardens. Because for one, behind me here is a borehole. In other words, you'll never lose water. We have a backup generator, so you'll have light throughout. We have a CCTV camera that is at the 2 lobbies. We have 2 parkings, the lower parking and the upper parking. We have a swimming pool that is located at a very sunny area, so you'll always be clean for as long as you're alive. We also have a very nice gym.
We
have various options of owning a property. Like now, from the visit that we've just come from, that facility, we call it a straight purchase. A straight purchase is whereby now the client has identified a house or a structure which is ready for occupation. What we as a bank do, we have to identify a property which is in a gated community. We do have the facility offered to guys who are salaried or people who are in business. If you're in business, we look at your turnovers for the past 1 year. But if you're on salary, you need to have been employed on permanent and pensionable basis. But if you're on a renewable contract, then it should be open-ended. The minimum property value that you finance is 3 million up to 10 million, but you can still finance 20, 50, whichever amount that you have, as long as your statements or your payslip can be able to support the repayment. Now, at the point of onboarding, the customer will need to open an account with us, because right now the requirement from CBK is that where the customer is taking a facility, you need to open an account with that specific bank to make it easier for us to recover or to debit the funds to go to your loan. Right now, the rate that we are having, 15.5%, and for a salaried person, we finance 100%. But if you're in business, we finance 90%.
I welcome you all to Loresho Greens apartment. We have very beautiful apartments here for 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom, and really perfect homes for your family. You can see even the spacing we have over each apartment, because one block consists of 10 apartments, and each block is far away from each other. You know, there's a lot of space even when people are parking. So here even the security is very good. We have electric fence, we have surveillance cameras, we have razor wire, so you are assured of your security in your home.
Never sign any document before you obtain any information, especially when it deals with property owning. Make sure you get instruction or proper advice from an advocate. So there are a number of steps usually for you to acquire a property. Usually the first step is a vendor or a seller will extend what is called offer letter. Offer letter actually is inviting you to buy that particular property. What you will do with that offer letter, usually for it to be effective, you need to sign it. After signing it, you need to return it back to the vendor to show that actually you're interested and indeed you want to buy that particular property. That you can do without a lawyer, but this next step is very crucial and will require you to seek an advice or consultation with a lawyer. You draft an agreement for sale. It's a very simple document with a number of terms, but you really have to understand those terms. The most important part that comes with that particular document called an agreement for sale is description of parties. From whom are you buying a property from? Are you buying a vacuum property? Are you buying a property that exists? A lawyer will help you to conduct what is usually called search, because will you want a situation whereby you've gone through the entire transaction, then later on when you do a search you find that actually the property was not in the name of the person who was selling to you, and actually the property does not exist. It's in someone else's name. So will you want such a situation? Once you're done with your search, we've established indeed the property exists. You need to pay the stamp duty. There are various consents that you need to obtain. The most notable that came with the new Land Act is the spousal consent, especially when that property is matrimonial home. Yes? You have to obtain the consent of those spouses. What you'll acquire eventually after you've gone through all those processes with an advocate is certificate of lease. Nobody should ever lie to you that once I give you letter of offer, now you've conveyed the interest to you, now the property is yours. No, you should not feel safe. That is just a mere contract. What actually conveys the interest to you is a certificate of lease.
The bus tour is informative. You can never have too much information. And we have seen some standalone properties. We've also seen some apartments. Currently, I believe we are at Earthy View. And well, the standalone properties are impressive, but the apartments are actually jaw-droppingly good. Be it that you're looking for standalone properties, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom apartments, all is available. As they say on Property Show, there is something for everyone.
Owning your own property is just the way to go, and for sure, the Property Show, there's something for everyone.
There is something for everyone.
It's something for everyone.
Developer breaking ground, or a service provider in the real estate value chain, the Property Show platform will be glad to work with you. Let's hear another inspiring homeowner's journey.
Ownership is a journey filled with adventure. Before taking this step, ensure you are aware of all the hidden costs, as well as be prepared for the twists and turns you will meet ahead.
Home ownership is always an exciting topic. Whether you're building or just buying a ready house, the experience is always different. Today, I speak to Jenny on her journey to owning her home. Karibu sana on the show, Jenny.
Thank you, Nancy.
And who is Jenny?
Jenny, I'm the Managing Director of Anchor Consultants. We are quantity surveyors and project managers. We've been doing the business for the last 5 years. I also play golf, and I'm in the board of National Construction Authority.
And at what point did you know that you wanted to buy your home?
I turned 30. And it was sort of like, I've come of age. Jenny, you must own a home. I started a journey of finding the home.
How did you do that?
Lucky enough, it's a house I was living in. And I loved it at the time. So I just approached the landlord and asked them whether they'd want to sell. And they said yes, and I started the process.
How did you handle your finances? Did you take a mortgage?
Yes, I took a mortgage. And Nancy, the journey to just shop for the mortgages was a long one enough. Like I mentioned, I'm an entrepreneur, and a lot of banks don't love us.
Yes.
And then at the time we had all these wars of mortgages at good rates, only to find that they were not targeted to the entrepreneurs.
They are targeted for the people
for
who are employed.
Employee, yes.
Wow.
I finally found somebody who matched what I was looking for. I was looking for a bank that wasn't asking for so much down payment in terms of my own contribution. Mm-hmm. Secondly, I was looking for a bank who understood that as an entrepreneur, the salary could change anytime, and so long as you're keeping with your premiums, you know, that should be understood. Yes.
And what about the hidden costs?
The hidden costs, Nancy, they were a shocker. First of all,
nobody tells you about the hidden costs.
Nobody tells you about the hidden costs. Their own contribution, first of all.
The 10%.
15%. 15%. Actually, it's not 15%. It depends on how much you qualify. Yes. So it can even be 30%. Mine was 30%.
Wow.
Yes. And what you don't know is that 30% is first of all deposited with the bank before they can now consider you.
Before they talk to you.
Before they talk to me. Yes.
Wow.
They say to me, bring proof that you have actually paid this money to our bank or to that client. Then we are talking about the difference.
So how did you handle that?
Fortunately, I had one or two things I could liquidate. So I sold a piece of land here and shares here and got that going.
So after paying the deposit, what next?
paying the deposit, the process began with the bank. It was going to be a year until the money was disbursed. Yes, a year.
The house will be sold.
Thank God I was living in there. Wow. But the catch is I'm still paying rent. So
and you've already paid your 30%.
Yes, plus other fees. There's a lawyer here, there's a valuation here, insurance here. And for a moment I couldn't breathe. I was like, is it really worth it? And like I said, Nancy, my background is I'm in construction industry. When you do the math,
it didn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I'll be better off just paying rent. But then I'm in Kenya. Owning homes has a status to go with it.
Yes. So eventually you went through, after a year, you got your house.
Yes, I got my house.
Call on us and share your story and inspire the next homeowner. Up next, a selection of rental units available in Ruaka.
Ambassador Apartments. Accommodation includes 2-bedroom all-en-suite, visitor's cloakroom, 2 balconies, kitchen, CCTV surveillance, 24-hour manned security guards, and borehole water and tap water. The rental price is 28,000 Kenya shillings per month. Landmark Apartments are located close to the road and next to the Northern Bypass. Accommodation includes 2 bedrooms, master ensuite, common washroom, wardrobe space, 1 balcony, backup generator, internet, electric fencing, enough water, both borehole and company water, Equity Bank, AAR Hospital within the same building, 24-hour CCTV surveillance, and 2 levels basement parking. The rental price is 42,000 Kenya shillings per month. Canary Springs Apartments. Accommodation includes 2 bedrooms, open plan kitchen with ample storage space, visitor's cloakroom, fitted wardrobes, paved parking, 24-hour manned security guards, and borehole water and tap water. The rental price is 45,000 Kenya shillings per month.
Whether you're looking to buy your first home or investment opportunities, First Avenue remains your guide to Kenya's growing property market. Last week, I shared tips on what makes a good investment property. Today, we look at how a landlord should assess damages at the end of tenancy contracts. First, the landlord should ensure that the utility bills are paid. Meter readings should be taken and the same verified with Kenya Power and Nairobi Water. Secondly, a joint inspection on the property should be carried out. Thirdly, provide timelines when the repair works should be completed by the outgoing tenant to avoid inconveniencing the incoming tenant. Lastly, the security deposit must be refunded to the outgoing tenant. Next week, we look at the role of architects and engineers as we discover yet another property. Thank you for watching and keep the feedback coming. Happy Easter holidays, and remember, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.